What's going on, urban CEOs? This is Taria Vision Avant with another edition of As Real as It Gets TV. And I can tell you, we have some incredible stuff going on today. We have an amazing guest speaker. You know, I like to bring the best of the best of the best. Not only is she a speaker, but she is also a spoken word artist. And so, guys, I promise you, I asked her if she could bless us with a little 1-2. So she hooked us up. But we also, of course, have our amazing urban CEO ambassadors that you guys are going to get a chance to connect with. But before we even get into all of our speakers, I want to make sure, guys, that you do understand Urban CEO is a nonprofit organization, 501c3, and our mission is to be able to be that bridge between the urban community and success, whether it be business success, life success, relationship success, finance success, you know, all the stuff that, you know, is available. But when you come from the urban community, sometimes it's a little bit of a disconnect, whether the information is overwhelming and confusing, or maybe you just don't know where to go. And so we plan to bring you many people who we feel represent what Urban CEO is all about and allow you to connect with them. Now, Urban actually stands for unapologetic, real bold, action-oriented, and non-conforming. So do me a favor, in the comment space, I want you to type which of Urban CEO do you feel like you actually or applies to you. Unapologetic, real bold, action-oriented, and non-conforming. So type that into the comment space so that we can definitely connect with you. How you doing? Okay. But look, let's go ahead and get into this, guys. I'm so excited because, again, like I said, we have another edition of an amazing show. But look, hold on. I got to make sure I pay some bills. So let's go ahead and throw this commercial up real quick and we will be right back. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Taria Vision Avant, and I wanted to just jump up here real quick and tell you, have you heard about the Urban CEO Network? Darling, if you have not heard about Urban CEO, then you need to make sure that you jump on board. Right now, we have a special so that you can actually be a part of our Urban CEO Academy, which is our monthly membership program, where not only do you get exclusive access to events, discounts, and things of that nature, but you also get training that's designed to help you to grow your business. Right now, you can join for 7 days for free and see what we're all about. All you need to do is go to urbanceoacademy.com and check us out. For real. Like, we're the fastest growing organization right now, designed to help men and women that come from the urban community that want to grow in business, that want to grow in their career, or you simply just want to be able to grow in your life. Urban actually stands for unapologetic, real bold, action-oriented, and non-conforming. So come over here, check us out, join. We want you to be a part of what we're doing. 7 days free. You have really, I mean, it's a win-win situation, so you can see what we're all about, all right? So join. I look forward to seeing you guys there. I'm going to talk to you later. Deuces. So yeah, man. So make sure, guys, plug into the Urban CEO Academy. Y'all, the Academy is lit. Okay. Listen. It's not just a, academy, honey. We got all type of giveaways, goodies. I'm telling you guys, the small monthly membership that you are paying, it is not just to only get the information, but there's so many additional benefits. So make sure that you plug into the Urban CEO Academy. I am so excited because over the next couple of months, you guys are going to also be getting in some Urban CEO Power Packs, darling. So you got the Power Packs coming in. So I'm excited. Hold on. We got some messages coming in. Okay. How we doing? How you doing? All right. Awesome. Look. Anyways, what I want to do right now is I also want to bring up one of our incredible Urban CEO ambassadors who's going to share with you guys none other than the quote of the day.
Hello, everyone. My name is James Autry. Everybody calls me Deuce, and I'm the owner, founder, CEO of Ice Cold TV Television Network. You can email me at icecoldtvceo@gmail.com. My website is icecoldtvtelevisionnetwork.com, and that's the web address. And also, I've been assigned the quote of the day. So the quote of the day is, every problem is a gift. Without problems, we would not grow. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. It's been lovely. Y'all have a blessed day.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I mean, listen, I love our quotes of the day. And if you feel like that connected with you, do me a favor, type that quote in the comment space, share that quote. Make sure you connect with our incredible Urban CEO ambassador, because they are here to impact the community with every single one of us out here in Urban CEO. But make sure they, our ambassadors are very dear and close to us. So make sure that you reach out to our ambassador as they were sharing the quote of the day. Well, look, I also want to highlight some people real quick. Hold on, I got to bring up my screen because I want to highlight our executive board. Okay, we've got an amazing executive board, guys. And so just in case you didn't know, shout out to our treasurer, our secretary, and our vice president. We have Kawano Stanley, Pixie Lee, and Candy Martin. Guys, I'm going to tell you this. Without our executive board, we would be nowhere. And so I want to shout them out. And I also want to shout out our additional executive board, which is our catering committee leader, who is Nicole Holland. Nicole without the E. How you doing? We also have Stevie Aisha Mills, who is a part of our media committee. She's getting us lit on the media screen. We have Cassandra Mouton with our hospitality committee, and Kiera Collier, who is helping with our sponsorship committee. So guys, I just want to shout out our incredible executive board, guys. They are fire. And I mean, look, let me tell you something. Without them, we would be nowhere, okay? Without them, we would be nowhere. And so I am so grateful for them and everything that they do. In fact, I want to bring on another one of our incredible Urban CEO ambassadors, and they are going to share with us our announcement. So let's plug into it.
Hello, beautiful people. My name is Chanel Spencer, and I am an author, speaker, and CEO of Maximum Evolution, and I help women to transform and evolve their lives and to create their own table, because we're no longer waiting for seats at anybody else's table. We're just going to go build our own. So let's get into these announcements. Be on the lookout as we start to announce our top 80 urban CEOs who will be recognized in our Who's Who of Urban CEOs. This magazine is a yearly produced magazine that highlights urban CEOs in different areas, from business to talent and to community work. I'm super excited about that. So I hope you nominated somebody or nominated yourself so you could win an award. Okay? Yes, we won awards. Yes. So the second announcement, we get thousands of hits to our website and hundreds of daily views to our show. Urban CEO wants to promote your business. If you would like to get your business product or service promoted, be sure to send an email today to ads@urbanceonetwork.com. Thank you. And before I go, if you want to reach out to me or connect with me, you can find me on Facebook or Instagram at Chanel Spencer Now. My business page is Maximum Evolution, as well as my website, www.readytotransformnow.com.
All right, so did you hear that? Look, all I can tell you guys is check your emails. We've got some emails that are going to start going out. You're going to be contacted, especially for those of you who are selected in the Who's Who of Urban CEOs. It's going to be absolutely lit and fire. So make sure to check your emails so that you can find out if you are going to be in our magazine this year. I can tell you the magazine is so fire. It's so amazing. It's getting better and better and better, even though this will be our second year. It's an annual magazine, and we are always looking for people that also would like to be a part of that magazine. So make sure that you do definitely hit us up in the email or in the DMs, darling, and we will make sure to get back with you. Well, look, I have one more commercial that I want to share, and then after that commercial, we're going to bring on our incredible guest speaker. So let's go ahead and pay some bills. All right, we shall be right back.
3, 2, 1, 0.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's going on, everybody? So I am so excited. You know, this show has been absolutely incredible thus far. As you know, we aim to please. But let me tell you something. I am so thrilled to bring on another one of our incredible Urban CEO VIP guests. Now, let me just tell you a little bit about this young lady. So I was speaking at an event that was taking place here in Houston, Texas, right? And this woman that was putting this event together, she wanted to be able to really pull out some of the most incredible speakers, influencers, as well as poets, okay? And so we were sharing a table, right? So we were sharing this table for the event as far as our vendor tables, and sat down, had a chance to connect, and then she got on the stage, honey. Now, it's so funny. I always tell people, never like discredit or discount the people that you sit beside, because you never know who you are sitting next to. And when I saw her get on the stage, I immediately knew like this woman was just a powerful queen that is out here impacting a lot of people. And I am so thrilled to have her here. She is a poet. She is also a speaker. She is a blogger. And I got some of her clothes too. So she got her own line, honey. She's out here doing the dang thing. And so I am so thrilled and excited to present to you our VIP guest, none other than Kathleen Killem. Let's do it. Hey.
About the introduction, I was like, man, she about to bring out who is VIP.
Girl, then you was like, wait, that's you, honey. You are the VIP. Listen, Kathleen, thank you so much for being here. And I'm just, you know how you meet someone the first time, you like, girl, that's what you said. You said, well, we cousins. Yes, indeed. Now, unfortunately, I have not been blessed to be able to see you in a long time, because, we've had to have this new normal of working from home and doing everything from home. But how have you been?
I've been good as to be expected. So as can be expected. So I've done a couple of these virtual like interviews or conferences, whether it was somebody checking in on me and how I've managed to remain creative, or how I was coping with some of the things that particularly affect our community, or if it was me reaching out to others to find out how they were doing, and taking advantage of the connection of being able to see your face and see your mannerisms and see how you're receiving my communication. But I've been very transparent, very honest. If I've never been an advocate for therapy before, I have been the advocate for therapy during this time.
Ooh, Jesus, yes.
I'm grateful that, one, for my day job, I've been able to work remotely, so I've been able to keep myself and my family safe. And then I'm grateful for the advent and the access to telehealth therapy, because it has been essential to keeping my priorities straight, keeping my anxiety low, and keeping me focused on what is ahead and not the circumstances that are all around right now. So.
Come on now, look, because if we sit here and really look at the circumstances that are all around, it's very easy to get caught up in the sauce, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord. Well, first and foremost, I gave a little bit of an introduction of who you are, but if you could, for all of our urban CEOs that are watching, tell us, you got a resume, darling. I want to know, and we want to know, what's that resume looking like?
No big deal. No. So, and of course, like those of us that are urban CEOs typically have many hustles, like that include like just being wives and mothers and working at our day job. So I am a lifelong athlete. I am a graduate of Texas Tech University. I studied mass communications. I always wanted to be a writer. I became a published author in 2015. My book, Word of Mouth, is available via my website, spokenbykathleen.com. I've always been a performance poet, a content creator, a lover of like literary works. And through that platform, I've been able to, I've been identified as like an influencer in our community, a speaker, particularly for like youth, young girls and young women who look like us, who come from a lot of the same disparities that we come from in our community. My mother was a teen mother when she had me. I was raised in a single parent household. So we talk about what it looks like to be born into that environment and what it may have taken or what adversity I may have had to face to get to the places that I am now. So.
Awesome. Well, being that you are a creative, and I know we get a lot of creatives that watch our show, how is it that you've been able to really kind of still continue to spread your word of what it is that you do on that side? Like, how are you leveraging these opportunities to continue to build your brand?
Well, the dope thing about being a creator is like right now, everybody is tapping into what they can what they can touch like in the digital marketing and with like the social media platforms. So because we can't go outside, anything that we can create and share without being directly in front of somebody is all of a sudden like more important than ever before. So because I have a website, because my content has a visual component, be it YouTube, because I am a blogger, so I can almost like write an article in a magazine on a monthly basis. I can speak to the times. And I was telling a good friend this recently, these are like the videos that will be watched. These are the websites that will be visited 50 and 60 years from now, where people are studying what 2020 looked like, what the second civil rights movement may have looked like after we get through the season, what Donald Trump's presidency looked like. So I keep that in mind, and I'm trying to stay mindful to create content that is in alignment with timelessness. So when somebody is looking back, they'll say, oh my God, they can vividly see the picture of the life that we were living in today.
I never even thought about it like that. That gave me goosies.
And you're doing that too, yeah.
Absolutely. Wow. I mean, wow. You're right, because this is definitely one of those things where we say, you know, I want to be a part of history. Well, let me tell you something. Every single one of us has an opportunity right now to do just that.
Absolutely.
So I have put a post up. Well, I didn't put it. It was in my mind. You know, listen.
I'm going to say that.
You've been doing a lot of in my mind posts. I did an in my mind post today. I'm going to put it out there. But I have found that this time has gotten to the point where, well, the first couple of weeks that we went through what we were going through, I was dealing with the anxiety as well, like heavily. And I'd still deal with it all the time, but it was like every day, right? Then I went through this phase of like eating everything. Like, I don't know what it was. It was like I had a craving for all types of stuff I hadn't even eaten in years. Now I'm going through this weird phase of like wanting to be healthy. And I'm finding that because of like my schedule, it's like easier. I don't even know how to describe this. Is this making sense? Because I saw you posting some pictures of you exercising and things. Yeah. I mean, I'm ordering up chlorophyll, child. I got the sea moss in the house. I got smoothies. I'm not on the go as much, so it's allowing me to be a little bit more reflective of my health. How have you seen, you know, this whole situation change your health, or has it changed your consciousness when it comes to the stuff that you're doing for your body?
And for me, I'll be honest. I'm look, I didn't mention that because I don't know how in alignment it is with my brand, but I'm also a certified fitness instructor. So, like I described, I'm a lifelong athlete, so I've always been active. But like you just described, it's one thing to be active. It's another thing to be like nutritious. It's another thing to be healthy. A lot of people are skinny and they feel like, oh yeah, I got it. But are you healthy? Are you in the best place you can be physically and psychologically, like for your body type? So what I've been, I have been dealing with a lot of those same things. We in the house, sometimes I'm an emotional eater. So if I'm mad or sad or happy, I feel like ice cream. Yes, that's what we go. But now more than ever before, what we have access to is the key to everything. So if we're not buying it, we're not intaking it, because the likelihood that you're going to leave and go weather the store to have your favorite junk food is not likely. But if you have a bunch of stuff that's healthy, the likelihood that it's accessible to you, you're going to take advantage of eating it, which would create a healthier lifestyle for you. And I found a way to work out even with the gym's closed, whether it be in my backyard or in my small group, which is probably what you saw on social media. I have a social distance small group of ladies that commissioned me to provide training for them while the gyms were closed, in an environment where they could feel safe and continue to social distance while retaining their like physical activity. So that's what we've been doing.
I love it. It motivates me, child. I said, you know, I've been trying to get myself in the gym, and bought me a little bike and stuff, and
but you naturally curvy. I have to do 1,000 squats for my booty to look like that. So that's why I can't stay at the house.
Girl, and look, and with you being out here in Houston too, I always tell people, I say, honey, these women in Houston are stallions. I don't think y'all understand. Like, I'm skinny in Houston. Like, what? Girl, you got a beautiful shape though, so don't you worry, honey. Don't you worry. You got a good. Because when we get 50 plus, honey, then I'm gonna be running around here talking about Kathleen Killem. I'm trying to get in it. Okay, so, well, Well, one thing I also have noticed about you, Kathleen, is that, when we talk about being an urban CEO, in fact, urban actually stands for unapologetic, real bold, action oriented, and non-conforming. If I were to try to pick maybe one of those that connects with you the most, honestly, I would say that you really hit them all. Like, that is you. I love your energy and I love your spirit, and I also love the way that you, when I say non-conforming, like you just told us how you have become so multifaceted in a space where sometimes some of us are probably like, what in the world am I going to do? So what do you say to someone right now that's watching? Maybe they were accustomed to doing something a certain way for so long as far as their employment or their business. But because of what has happened in this world now, maybe they've lost their jobs. I even heard on the radio how many of the people that were getting the unemployment, that's about to cut out. Okay. Yeah. So by the time this even goes live, it's probably going to be over for some people. What do you say to those people right now that are just trying to figure out what is going to be that next step for me in my life?
One thing that was really impactful for me when I got started, and I think it's when we try to think big picture and far in the future, it's always really difficult. The better thing to do is to make it really small. Make the goal really small, really time oriented, and then build off of that. So for example, me and my husband were talking recently. He said a side hustle that gives you $20 a day in profit yields you $7,300 a year. And all you have to do is focus on making $20 a day. Everybody knows how to spend $20 a day. But what about your passion? What about your purpose? What about your unique skill set could yield you $20 a day? If you just look at it like that, you can easily find ways where, oh my God, I could make, and then you think I could probably make 40. Then you turn 7 to 14. Then you're like, I could probably make 60. Then you turn 14 into 21. Some people are living off of that salary annually. You could add that to your resume, to your skill set, and to your pockets just by thinking small. And everybody has something that they would do for free. I believe that it is whatever gift like God instilled in you, particularly in our community. Yes. So whatever that thing is that you love to do, that you would do for free, set a small goal. I need this gift to make me $20 a day. And you got to tell your passion, you got to pay me. And that's what the word says. That will make room for you. And that's not just so you can have a stage. That's also so that you could be provided for.
Come on. Listen, y'all already know what we're about to do. Look. What? Dollar. You better tell that passion to pay me. Passion, you better pay me. Drop $1. Listen, Kathleen, that was powerful. And let me tell you something. Also, another thing within our community, God will make room for that gift. And so you got to figure out what that gift is, right? Start making the money, and then you can expand. But I love what you just said. Figure out how you can start off with 20. And the thing about making $20 to make 40, it's the same activity. It's not, you're not changing it
twice.
Yeah, you just do it twice. So I love that. And so definitely. Now, I do want to ask you, so if somebody is saying, like, I would love Kathleen to help me in some kind of way, right? However that way is to help them. What would you say specifically to the type of people that you serve and where you help them to go from to where they want to be?
So what I like to focus on, particularly like in my mentorship and in like my community, like volunteer work, if I'm starting with like a youthful group, when we're a little bit more flexible, a little bit more impressionable, what I try to help them determine is like what that passion is, and then how to use their voice and use that gift to first know themselves and know their worth. So when I always use the caption like use your voice. Sometimes it's not even an audible voice. It's just whatever your gift is that is like shining through your this little light of mine moment. So once you identify that, you know that it's unique to you. That's kind of like branding. I know what my thing is, so I know how I can push it. So you first got to know what your thing is. Otherwise, you're just pulling straws, wasting time, energy. You're doing trial and error. Well, you got to take your time, and sometimes it takes years. It's trial and tribulation to identify what that thing is. Yes. But once you got it, that's going to be like the fortitude that you need to carry you through the work that it takes to be an entrepreneur, to be a CEO, to be a writer, to be an influencer, to be a boss like Toria. That takes work, but you got to start at the beginning. So it's
Absolutely.
important first, identify, know who am I, what is my gift, how can I utilize it to make my voice heard in this world. Start from there and then churn the engine to make it empire.
I love it. And it's so funny when you were talking about that. What came to mind, there's this drawing. And even I had a mentor at the time who was gifted this, or he might have gave it as a gift, but it was a figure of a man chipping away at himself, but chipping himself out of a rock. You know what I'm talking about? You ever seen that? Yeah, chipping himself.
That is what it's like.
That's listen, that's it, right? It's like,
Right.
and then eventually you become into full form. Now, whoever made that, I'm feeling some kind of way because they need to make one of a woman, okay?
Yeah.
Or if there's an artist out there that could put it together, hook a sister up, because I'd buy that, okay? Chipping away at yourself until you become that perfect form of who it is that God has called you to be. Well, look, I need a favor, darling, because you know you're sick with the words, right? And I would love if you could bless our urban CEOs. And you know, when we get back to the point where we can get back out there in these streets, I'm gonna make sure that you get a chance to actually meet her in person. But Kathleen Killem, can you tell them why they call you Kathleen Killem with a little bit of poetry?
Yeah. So this is the poem that brought Tori and I together, and particularly speaking to our community and our women and those of us that are wearing many hats. So part of my piece, Phenomenal Woman, goes like this. Phenomenal female entrepreneur, single mother, fully operable in dysfunction, caretaker, connoisseur. You couldn't walk a mile in my shoes. They bloody, literally. Still I rise, tired but on time, cash cow, no GMOs, organically grown, heifer, head of the household with a mogul's mind, a gold digger from the hand-me-downs of cotton pickers woven together through the wires of interceding prayers from atop the shoulders of those before her. I'm that woman, phenomenal woman. That's me.
Yes. Listen, I'm about to go light a candle. I'm feeling powerful. I wish somebody would call me not exotic, because you just made me all exotic right then and there. Kathleen, I appreciate you so much. You are just an incredible queen, an incredible being. I'm thankful to know that I've got you in my circle. And I can't wait to see you again. Do you have any last imparting words that you would like to leave with our fellow urban CEOs?
Yeah, and to be honest, it's just a homage to you. I remember when we met, sitting with you at that table. Who would have thought she was the keynote speaker? Because she was so humble. We were sharing our table covering. She helped me set up my merchandise. She said, "No, girl, do it like this. This is how you go."
I did. I don't even remember.
You were one of the first people in the room to purchase something off of my table. You've supported me really since that day. Anytime I've reached out and you've been available, you say I'm there. And here I am again sharing my talent on one of your platforms. And I think that is the epitome of a game changer and like a true boss, separate from any lot of income or anything that you're teaching anybody. I'm grateful for women like you because that's not always the energy. And I believe that you genuinely carry that energy. And I think that your business is successful and everybody that you touch will be blessed because that's what you have shared with me since the very first time that we met. So
wow. Well, now if you was trying to make me tear up, it almost pulled it out of me. But thank you so much. That feels so good.
With everything that you touch, for sure.
Absolutely. Won't he do it? I receive it. Yes, Jesus. Okay. Well, Kathleen, thank you so much for being here, Queen. I will be seeing you soon. And you know what? Let me tell you guys, Urban CEO, look, stay plugged. Kathleen is just one of the many superstars. As you can see, she was powerful. And if you want to make sure, if you want to have her come to your events that you have coming up in the future, or even some of your virtual events, make sure to hit her up online because she is thebomb.com. I told y'all, we just gonna keep on having all these great guests here, Tali. That's what we do. Well, look, That has been another edition of As Real as It Gets TV with Urban CEO. I appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure, y'all, if you are not a part of the Academy, darling, y'all need to plug in. We've got them Urban CEO Power Packs. They are coming out. They are coming out, and they are being or filled. What's the word? Y'all know, filled. Y'all know what I was trying to say. Filled with tons of value, tons of information. So make sure you guys plug into that. But other than that, darlings, we will see you on the next show. Deuces.